idea why this stuff is black up here. That was something that changed with the new Java version. Anyway, here you go. So 8814. I guess I'm pretty close to 9,000. Not quite at 9,000 yet. So here is my tools, and here are all the game maps. And let's go to the downstairs so you can see here are all the tiles from the game. And there's a whole bunch of stuff. So here is what a room looks like. And I mean, this is a pretty complicated program, so I'm going to just run through it really quick. You can see everything. If I do that, there's all the debug stuff. We can turn on and off any of the layers. So let's turn off lights. You can see we can turn on nighttime mode, what it's going to look like at night. You can see just the ground layer. Let's show layer by layer what this actually looks like. So here's the ground, and then we could turn on all of our, that was ditto. I don't want that to be in there. So you can see here what it's actually made out of, each layer, layer by layer. So you can see the hit detection, and you can see the camera boundaries, and you can see the areas. So if we go to the area layer, it highlights the different areas, and the areas are, say I select one, then we can open the utility for it, and then see it's like way too much to explain in a video, but I can show you that all this stuff exists. So say we want something to happen when you walk up to the kitchen sink. So I would open the editor window for it, and then I could turn it. You can select any of them over here, and the blue one is a warp. So I can make the kitchen sink into a warp area, or I can make it spawn NPCs, or make NPCs interested in it, like their AI stuff. I can give it a comment. I can change the size of it. And there's hotkeys to do all that stuff. Anyway, but say we want to trigger an event when you walk up to the kitchen sink. So we would add a new event. It opens the event editor. Unfortunately, this is, well, it's a little bit wonky looking because these tools are not designed for this screen size. It was designed for a 30-inch 2560 by 1600 monitor. So anyway, here we've got our script hierarchy over here, and that's drag and drop, and it's just like a simple visual tree scripting thing. And then so this is how you would if player is touching this area, you would add that and then dump it in the tree. I guess that was already there. It's there by default, so let's get rid of these. So if player is touching this area, then let's say we want to, you can do any of this stuff here. I don't know, we want to play a dialogue or something. So let's search for dialogue. Do dialogue, and we don't want to spoil too much stuff here. So let's make a new dialogue. Here's the dialogue editor. Unfortunately, the new Java version has wiped out these buttons. You can't actually see what they say. So I've got to fix that. Every time I update Java, it breaks something. It's still good, but it's got its drawbacks. Anyway, so let's say look at sync, right? And so that caption would show up, and then we would want, when you press that, let's see, we want the bottom box to open, and then that's probably already set to the main NPC, and then we would just say something like, hey, it's the sync. Right? It's not that interesting, but anyway, there you go. There's a dialogue. Yeah, and you can script all the different. You play sounds or play music or do like have it pause, for a certain amount of milliseconds, or set different sprites to different boxes, open the second box, do all sorts of stuff, shake the screen. You basically have access to everything from here. Anyway, so it says now the kitchen sink has an event, look at the sink, right? And what you can do is you can, let's say, jump to the sprite layer. So, and then you can script like AI paths for all the different characters. And it's pretty easy to, you just grab somebody and then you can just drag off a point and say, I want you to walk over here, and then from there I want you to walk. See, how do I do that? From there I want you to walk here, and then from there I want you to walk here. So, and you can have them, you can script that behavior and have it random, or have it, it's all very thought out stuff, obviously. So let's turn off the hit layer, let's turn off the areas to make it look more like the normal game. And let's turn off the camera stuff, we don't need that. Let's see, we don't need light mask. Okay, there we go. And here's what it looks like. And then it automatically will zoom into wherever you're looking. You can pan around. Say we want to make oh yeah, let's look at like the doors, the door system. So that opens here, and they each are powered by a script. All the doors have a script. And doors can spawn characters, and you can decide what kind of character to spawn. Like, it could be only like adult females if it's going to be like a women's bathroom or something like that. So anyway, then there's a sound and music editor, there's a cutscene editor, there's a sprite editor. Let's look at the sprite editor. So let's see, here are all my sprites over here. Tons and tons of these guys. And all of them have hitboxes, and the frames are all named. And each frame has a unique hitbox. They're actually animation sequences. So if we go to like a person, you can see that each animation sequence has a unique hitbox and a unique name. So those can be selected just by the name of by the animation. And then each sprite can be given, if it's an object or an NPC, you can give it characteristics, and then you can so let's get like an item. Let's find an item. You can sort by the different things. You can filter by name or filter by type, and then so you can add hey, it's a DDR pad. You can add a script to any sprite. So say it's a tree, and then you want all trees to shake when you walk into them. So you can just add like a play shake animation event, a script to that sprite. Anyway, so that's enough of that. And there's lots and lots of utilities for sprite manipulation that I've done. Okay, so that's really about it. Let's see, you got different states. You've got a whole bunch of different map tools, tileset tools, palette tools, export options, and that's it. Say we want to create a new light. Let's make a light here. You can make the lights animated, flicker, change color, toggleable, etc. Let's just dump that there. We want to move it. And say you want to, well, let's go to like another map. I'll show you how many there are. I mean, there's a lot. There's several hundred, 200 I think, and some of them are huge. Like if we go to the outside, let's go to, this one's pretty gigantic. This is the city, and this has actually never been shown before, so and it's going to take a little while to load. It might not even be able to load on this laptop. I think it might not actually have enough resources. Problem is, it's hard to tell when it crashed. I think it's okay.